Hi everyone, I'm Jay. Welcome and happy 2025. If January isn't your vibe, trust me, you're not alone. I'm starting this year with the intention of getting my life somewhat in order, but also giving myself permission to take it slow, especially after a really tough end to 2024. If you're already feeling overwhelmed with all the new year, new me energy, or you're just not a big fan of January, you're in the right place. We're easing in gently, no pressure here. Today, I'll be tackling a few things to help me reset, including my 2025 reading journal setup, and hopefully it'll inspire or at least keep you company as you work on whatever feels manageable for you right now. Remember, we've got the whole year ahead of us. There's no rush, so let's get into it.
Trying, and even if you could, it wouldn't come out like it should. This stubborn kudzu just covers these words. Could you listen to somebody else? Will you only drink from the thoughts of yourself? Are you under the canopy spell? You dig in your heels and spread the disease. You're spreading the disease. Back up the drive a bit. Could you see what this is? This is a part of it all. Over and over, injustice to injury. This is a part of it all. Could you hike back to it, fight with it, sit with it? This is a part of it all. Ask around, be aware, make peace with what is there. This is a part of it all. I'm your arms when you're weary. Go on, lay your wounds on me. You don't know how much I can carry. You don't know how much I care. Throw me into the deepest ocean, and I promise you I'll swim. Through the highs and the lows you will find me. And just know that I'm here to stay. Like every wave will find its way back into the big blue. I will find my way to you. And like a harvest moon, turn from darkness into gold. That's when you'll know that you'll find home. So here we go now, slowly open up your eyes. Let me be your guide. Stepping stones together. Do you see it now? You're still that child. You're the glue for my pieces. With you I know I can grow. Counting days and hours from the distance. 'Cause wherever you are I call home. And I've been down, I've been wounded and beaten by the ones that I cared for most. But with you, I think I found home. Like every wave will find its way back into the big blue. I will find my way to you, and like a harvest moon, turn from darkness into gold. That's how you know that you found home. So here we go now, slowly open up your eyes. Let me be your guide. Stepping stones together. Do you see it now? You're still a child. Like every wave will find its way back into the big blue. I will find my way to you, and like a harvest moon, turn from darkness into gold. That's how you'll know that you found home.
In the past, I used to spend a lot of time creating intricate, aesthetic reading journal spreads. And don't get me wrong, those can be amazing. But right now, I'm all about keeping things simple and functional. I just don't have the creativity or energy to go all out these days. If you're in the same boat, stick around. I'll show you the spreads that I actually use and find practical, because let's be real, most of us aren't going to keep up with super elaborate setups. These are straightforward, easy to update, and they get the job done.
Looking through an hourglass, the changes of the river pass. and the cross, the shadow from a window pane.
All right, so I'll give you a quick overview of the minimalist spread that I do for my reading journal. I said in a previous video when I was talking about possibly doing this video is that over the years of keeping a reading journal, I've really whittled down what I'm actually going to use, what I actually want to utilize in my reading journal, and have eliminated a lot of the fluff that I wasn't really using. So I typically start by picking 3 colors that I want to use for the year, and you'll see why. So I like to track out of the books that I've read, which were physical books, which were ebooks, and which were audio. So I pick a color for each. And then as I fill in these shelves with the title and author name, I color in the book or outline the book in the color, depending on whether it was an audiobook, ebook, or a physical book. And that's a good system for me. I like to kind of look at it from afar at the end of the year and just see which I read more of. It is almost always an ebook because I utilize my Libby library app a ton to read. And I also utilize KU a ton to read, which are also ebooks. So this is always the beginning of my spread. So another thing I like to track is what I rate books. Currently, I do not actually go on to Amazon or Goodreads and rate books. I just do it for my own knowledge, and I'll usually number to about 75. That's typically my goal. And I do leave room for more. I think the most books I've ever read in a year is maybe like 110 or so. This gives me plenty of room. Then I like to have 2 to 3 pages for my favorite quotes. One thing that I do want to start to do is mark the page where the quote is from. That is something I've been really bad at, and until I had this channel, didn't really care. But when it would be time to find the quote in the book, it was really difficult because I wasn't putting the page number. So going forward, I'll do that. Here we have 3 pages that are for favorite quotes. And then the last part of my spread is a monthly overview. I'm kind of sticking with this weird nautical theme, not sure. It's very lazy. A lot of times I'm a perfectionist and I really like to plan this out for it to be very aesthetic. This time it's just mainly functional. So here, what I do is I separate the months, as you can see. And then the last box is for the entire year. Forgive the shadows. The lighting's pretty bad. The sun's already starting to go down. It's like 4 o'clock. And here I take a light marker, like a gray marker, and I'll put fave total on each box. I pick my monthly favorite, and then I capture the total of books I read in that month. Really minimalistic, but does capture exactly what I want it to. It's been so nice. This is something I've done for years, and when I started this channel, it made it so easy to go back and look at my months from a glance, my years from a glance, so that I can pick like my favorite winter recs, you know, all the books I gave 5 stars to, all the books I gave 1 star to, all my, well, one thing that I actually do not put in here are DNFs. I very rarely DNF a book, and if I do, it doesn't go in here. So that's something that I might consider starting to keep track of. I'm just not sure. We'll see if there's a need for it or not. But anyway, I really hope that this helped inspire you with your reading journals, whether you do something way more extensive than I do, and this maybe included a spread that you hadn't thought of before. Let me know. I know, baby. Oh, I know. So it is about 8 o'clock at night, and we did not get everything done that we wanted to today, but that's all right. There is always tomorrow and the day after that. I really sat and debated on whether I should just heat up something in the microwave for dinner tonight or actually make real food. And I feel motivated enough to make some real food. So I was thinking some salmon and broccoli sounded pretty good. For the last couple months of 2024, my meals have been, let's just say, less than ideal. Canned soup, cheap prepackaged ramen, frozen pizza, frozen meals in general, you name it. So tonight's dinner might still be on the lazy side, frozen pre-marinated salmon and pre-washed broccoli. But for me, this is a small act of self-care. It's part of my reset because I've learned we have to start where we are if we want to see even the smallest gains or progress. Oh, and fun fact, I've only recently started eating fish and some poultry again after a few years of eating almost entirely vegetarian. Is anyone else making changes to their diet in the new year? Let me know. I'd love to hear what's working for you or what you're experimenting with. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to be patient with yourself as we all ease into the new year. I'll see you next time. Take care and happy reading.